Hey, good morning, everyone. Glenn Kellaway from the basement. It is Monday morning. Hope everyone is having a nice day today. Today, I want to rank 10 live albums. Now, are these the what I'm considering the greatest live albums of all time? No, but what they are the ones I listen to the most currently. So, as of January 15th, I think it is today, these are the 10 most popular live albums in the basement. So let's start with one I got for Christmas. It just came out as a complete set that I could not afford and not sure if I'd want. Is Bob Dylan. This is another Budokan. This is the two album set. Not my favorite live Dylan, but I'm enjoying listening to it. These are on the two album set. These are all unreleased, previously unreleased tracks. So I have the original Budokan album plus this, so that kind of gives me a good selection of everything that's on the 4 CD set, the 8 album set, which I think is just overpriced. I know it's an import from Japan, which is making it ridiculously expensive, but I just can't pull the trigger on $200 for 4 CDs. And I am enjoying this a little bit, but it is getting some love in the house, so I had to put it in here at number 10. Number 9, probably my second or third favorite vocalist, female vocalist of all time, Nora Jones. She put out this album a few years ago. I freaking hate this cover. Absolutely one of the worst covers of all time. And but the performances are awesome. Nora does all everything you'd want to hear from her, and she does like that cover of Hank Williams' "Cold Cold Heart." Um, she also does a great version of "Black Hole Sun" on here, and yeah, it's just it's a great kind of career retrospective of Nora playing great live with a great band. Um, there is the vinyl if you're interested, but excellent album if you're a Nora Jones fan. Next, number 8, I'm going with my favorite guitar player in the world, Rory Cooder. I play this album quite often. It's Rory Cooder live in San Francisco. I don't know what year this is. At the Great American Music Hall, Rory Cooder and Corridos Famosos. I hope I pronounced that right. His son Joaquim is in the band. He also, a musician that he's played with quite a bit in the past, Flaco Jimenez, is in the band. He does some stuff from that Bop to You Drop, Borderline time, Crazy About an Automobile, Why Don't You Try Me, Boomer Story, which is one of his early albums, Dark Into the Streets, beautiful. Jesse James, he does a great version of Wooly Bully, you know, the old Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs hit, and Vigilante Man. It's a really good live album. Excellent. There's the Great American Music Hall, and there is everybody in the band playing. Fantastic. I'm trying to see. 2011, this was performed. Excellent album. Next, a woman I talk about quite often, a jazz performer. I believe one of my friends who comments all the time. I think it's Dennis who did it. I'm not sure. I think so. I turned him on to this artist, and he's loving her. Patricia Barber from Chicago, Illinois, jazz pianist, vocalist, just does some really cool stuff. This is a live album called Companion. She starts off with a cover of The Beat Goes On, the Sonny and Cher song. Really, really cool cover of that. She does Use Me, the Bill Withers track. Keep on using me until you use me up. She ends the album, then she does a few of her own tracks on here, and ends the album with a 10-minute version of Black Magic Woman, the Peter Green penned song that Santana made famous. If you ever see this album in your travels, it's really, really good. And this is an audiophile version of it. XRCD. So I'm not sure. It came in this big cardboard thing here. All kind of nicely packaged. And then room for notes, I guess. I don't know. There we go. Or that could be the White Album. Huh. Anyway, Patricia Barber. Next. Bought this last year, one of my favorite box sets of last year, and I play it a lot. Really renewed my interest in this artist, Eric Clapton. I know he's a bit of a wanker these days, but this 24 Nights box set is fantastic. You can buy all the different nights individually on CD. I highly recommend, if you can't afford the box set, to grab a couple of these. It's really good. A lot of stuff that wasn't on the original release from the 90s or whenever they put that out, but there's a 24 Nights the Rock Nights, 24 Nights the Blues Nights, and 24 Nights Orchestral. Fantastic, fantastic. Clapton really playing well there. Next, my favorite current band that's touring and performing these days, Tedeschi Trucks Band. Absolutely love this band. A few years ago, they put out an album where they played at Locken Festival and brought Trey Anastasia from Fish with them, and did Derek and the Dominoes, Layla and Assorted Love Songs in its entirety, and put out an album of it. It is fantastic. I got that type sticker upside down, but I'll let you read it. What a great album. I like this more than the original Derek and the Dominoes album. I know people are going to laugh at me for that, but it is just so good. It's just on fire, man. Great, great record. Number 4. Album I just got recently, which is just so beautiful. I just love it. To sit down with the lights down low, maybe light a candle, maybe just sit and relax and listen to Anushka Shankar, Between Us. What a beautiful, beautiful record this is. She is an amazing woman, such a talented artist. I absolutely love this album. Give it a listen, man. It's sitar with an orchestra, but it's just so beautifully done. It's really a gorgeous, gorgeous record, Between Us, Anushka Shankar. Number 3 would be an artist that I've become currently obsessed with. 2 of them going into 2024, Ian Hunter and Rory Gallagher, trying to pick up as much of their stuff as I can. Rory, I'm more than familiar with, saw him live a couple times, just kind of dropped the ball on him for a few years, even though he was, a favorite of mine in the 70s especially. So I just kind of fell back in love with his music, and I don't know why I ever let it drop, because everything's so incredible. Irish Tour 74, man, this is good. It's great, man. The second song, I Wonder Who, the blues song, is just ripping. Fantastic, fantastic live album, Rory Gallagher, Irish Tour 74. Can't get enough of Rory these days. Number 2, now this might be cheating because it's in a box set that just came out recently, the 50th anniversary of Zappa's Overnight Sensations, but the live albums from the Hollywood Palladium and Cobo Hall are just freaking awesome. I just love the band with Jean-Luc Ponty and Ruth Underwood, and that's just my favorite Zappa band era. My friend Alex from Beer and Vinyl and I are in discussions right now to do a Zappa video, and I think the way it's going to work is we're going to try and break down Zappa's eras based on the type of the band he had, from the original Mothers to the Flo and Eddie period to the periods all along in his career, to make it easier for the Zappa novice to figure out how to get into this guy's music. Because if you're not, I mean, you're missing some great stuff. There's some stuff that people are going to be turned off by, but those same people would love other Zappa era stuff. So anyway, the live album from here, Cobo Hall, if you can listen to it on Spotify or something like that, if you can find it, check it out. It's fantastic. And number 1, man, I can't stop playing this album. I started doing I'm trying to. I got an Excel spreadsheet, and I'm trying to catalog all my collection on there. It's taking me some time. I just finished the D's, and I'm up to almost 800 titles. So it's been a while. I had over 100 Dylan titles. Now a lot of those were like I've got the mono box set in, in CD and vinyl, but they're still, I list them all separately in the box set if it's studio albums. If it was just a box set of live stuff and that, I just put box set. But if it has a encased studio albums in it, I got to list them all. So there was 100 titles I listed under Dylan. Unbelievable. Steve Hackett. I saw this guy in October at Massey Hall. What a brilliant show. And he did this same performance, Foxtrot, the Genesis album at 50, and Hackett Highlights. Now, the first disc is Steve Hackett's solo stuff, Spectral Mornings, Ace of One. I mean, that first disc is just, the guitar playing is just unbelievable. I cannot stop playing it. The second disc is the Genesis side. I really like it. It's my favorite Genesis album, as casual a Genesis fan as I am, and him doing it live is pretty damn good. But I'll tell you that the first disc in here, it's just like every day, I'm pounding it in the CD player. Fantastic, and it sounds amazing. This is definitely number one right now in my list of current favorite live albums. Steve Hackett, you got to check this out. Amazing. So that's it. 10 live albums that are exciting the hell out of me right now. We are recording another episode of Album Exchange on Larry Graves' channel. There's rumors we're going to do it live at some point. I don't know if it's tonight or next week or the week after. But anyway, I hope you're watching this series. People are really having fun playing along with us where we exchange records and review them and stuff. It's been a lot of fun. So check out Larry's channel for that. And everyone have a great day. We will be back soon.